How safe are your children when severe weather strikes or when there's violence near their school? Brand new report by Connecticut-based Save the Children took a very hard look at those particular questions. News 8's Kent Pierce live at our New Haven newsroom this noon with more on what the group calls glaring gaps in safety. Kent.
And Keith, I want to start by saying that Connecticut is one of the states meeting the minimum standards for protecting children in disasters. But from Sandy Hook to Superstorm Sandy, this report card from Save the Children says disasters in the last year prove Connecticut needs to do more to protect its most vulnerable residents. When disaster hit Newtown in December, it wasn't that security failed at Sandy Hook Elementary. It was because there wasn't enough to stop a determined shooter.
You ring the buzzer to go in, so you're automatically thinking, this is for safety precautions, these are why they're doing it. And when I enter in, I think, then what? I got in, and now what?
Alyssa Parker never said anything about her concerns, and then December 14th, her 6-year-old daughter Emily was killed along with 25 others. Westport-based Save the Children put out this interview in the hope that the Sandy Hook tragedy will be a wake-up call to every school about the importance of protecting children from disasters.
Every one of these scenarios is different depending on where it hits. Every school is built differently. Every city and town is set up a different way.
Save the Children just released its annual report card on protecting children in disasters. While Sandy Hook tops the list of Connecticut disasters in the last year, Superstorm Sandy caused problems like getting kids enough to eat after the storm, rebuilding child care centers, and the fact that some children had to share emergency shelters with registered sex offenders. Connecticut is one of 22 states that meets Save the Children's minimum requirements for evacuation plans, family reunification plans, children with special needs plans, and a multiple disaster plan. But recent events show there's still room for improvement. Just think about Alyssa and Robbie Parker.
And remember the pain that's in our faces when we have to talk about our daughter no longer being here. We want you to remember that there are things that you can do instead of being in this position that we are in.
Now, Save the Children wants parents to get involved with disaster planning at their schools, in their communities, and they have checklists like this of things you can do to prepare your own family, everything from programming cell phones to designating a meetup spot. We've got a link where you can find all this on our website, WTNH.com. Live in the New Haven newsroom, I'm Kent Pierce. Keith, back to you.